Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing well. Also, thank you very much, Risen August, for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. So today we are doing more Phantasy Star II. I think we have the last dam to do, and it looks miserable, which I'm not surprised about. So we'll do this today. Listening to Phantasy Star II music feels so relaxing now. I mean, it is a bit of a jam, this, isn't it, really? But I do really like the town music in this game. It might not be relaxing soon. When we're in the middle of a dungeon and lost again. But you know. So I have gone back to Paseo. It's chill but speaks of adventure. Damn adventure, yeah, exactly. First of all, apologies if my voice sounds off. I have a horrific problem in my throat at the minute. I have no idea what's going on. I think I've just got a cold again. So if I lose my voice halfway through the stream, that's probably why. It's Mother's brainwashing BGM, don't listen to it. I cannot remember if I need heal or not, so let's just check that now. We did need healing. Hydrate. I mean, if there's ever a time for a hydrate, you know. Yeah, Kilnath, you'll have to see if you can get the things to work on your channel, because for some reason I still have no idea why that hydrate doesn't work. There. Much better. Don't you have permission to do those yet? I can't remember when you can lock them. So anyway, so for anyone who didn't see the last stream, we have done 3 of the dams. Thank you for the very cursed Senshi. And we've just got the green dam left. It gives a check back next stream, but I'll check it in a bit again. Yeah, I don't know why. I've checked numerous times and it is definitely set up right. It's set up exactly the same as all the other commands, and people seem to be able to use those. So I had no idea. So yeah, so we did the 3 dams in the last stream, and we just got the green dam left. I have restocked and everything because the next dam looks pretty rough. And we're back in Paseo because apparently this is the fastest way to get to the next one. So, I guess with that said, we head to the next dam. So I'm pretty sure it's just more or less just north from here. Well, there's the dam there, literally right next to Paseo. Obviously, we need to go and get the jet scooter to get access to it. Which I think is maybe just over here. Oh, go away, Mecha Man. I don't have time for this. Everyone just do your crazy armor BS. That'll work. Yeah, beep beep time. Never stood a chance. I do need to change what Anna's command's on because I think she's on the healing gear at the minute, which isn't much use when she's on max health. Really? You're really gonna do that, huh? Do you know what, Anna? Just attack. Yeah, thanks a lot, Risen, for that Prime sub. Really appreciate that. This is the Paul Z. The legally distinct Polizei. Packed on double yellows, what in my jet scooter? Quite nice to get a double level up just before we go. Really? I mean, that's just asking for Anna to attack, really. Yeah, they are certainly quite a bit easier now. So just while we're getting started with this, I just want to mention something. I mentioned this on the members part of the Discord, but basically, as you probably know, I've been doing 2 uploads a week for quite a while. I think I'm going to step it down to 1 a week. Reason for that is I've just been getting really burned out doing the video uploads, honestly. And I kind of need to take a bit of a step back from it. I still want to do at least 1 video a week for you, and I will still do an additional video now and again when I feel like it. But I just think that doing 2 videos and the 2 streams at the minute, it's just becoming kind of unsustainable at the minute for me. It's just becoming a lot of work to do, to the point where I was just working on the channel constantly. So I think going forward, I'm going to probably step it down to 1 video upload a week. I will still give that priority to members, so members will still get the week priority on it. But yeah, for the time being, it will be down to 1 video a week. It might pick up again later on, but I think for now, I think 1 video is probably what I want to stick with. That's the thing as well. I mean, for me personally, I actually enjoy doing the streams more anywhere. So yeah, I know it might be a bit disappointing for people who enjoy the video uploads, but it's just getting to a point where I just wasn't enjoying the process of making the videos anymore. So I really need just to step back for a bit. Banger BGM alert. I mean, really, the whole game is just like full of bangers, really, isn't it? Right, and at this point in the stream, this is where we consult the guide. I'm so sorry for the music stopping when I do this. I wish there was a way to have global focus sound on. Please give me the map for the Green Dam. Oh god, that looks awful. That looks terrible. Okay, so well, first thing is open the door, I guess. That's probably the easiest way. There's tons of remixes. There's a video I want to show Sky once he's done with all of them. It's been so hard, like, looking at anything to do with Phantasy Star up on YouTube because I really don't want to spoil anything, particularly for the end of 2 or 3 or 4. So it's so hard. I'm having to basically avoid pretty much all classic Phantasy Star videos just in case there's a spoiler. There's a place to put a card in. What a surprise. One that's a lot connecting video, but it also has all the fight BGMs remixed, so it's great. Oh, cool. Hi, Bigger. Let's use the Green Hill card. So you say the worst damn Green Hill dam, but you know, we all know how busted Green Hill is in PSO. Okay, the dam is open. Yeah, this is quite big. Okay, well, it starts out easy. Heavy solid. Like a Metal Gear solid. Right, I have no idea what you do, and you're in a new dam. So we're going to play this careful. Just until I know what this guy does. Do me a heavy solid. Yeah, apparently Phantasy Star II inspired Kojima. Although, I can't remember what year the first Metal Gear came out in. I know it's like a ridiculously old franchise as well. I can't remember what the first one was when that came out. Right, use the colour scarf. That is quite strong. I think Anna can probably just attack now, honestly. So you can attack. Actually, instead of that, you can use the crescent gear to heal. Hi, LJP. Use Huey single target now, whatever. Yeah, I mean, it looks like this does have quite a bit of health actually, so that might be an idea. I do like the idea of Amy just running up and just... It looks like she punches it. Yeah, this has a lot of health. Not enough, though. Oh, Ruffle leveled. Also, for some reason, Restream is only showing me my YouTube chat, but thankfully I have Twitch chat pulled out as well anyway, so... That's a good point now, isn't it? Yeah, with LJP, yeah. I guess it's EJP now. That is going to take me a long time to adjust to. Oh, Ruffle also got a technique. What's he got? Nathu. So that, I'm guessing, is probably the big version of Tsu. So that would be a light technique, I think. But lightning, because that seems to be kind of the same thing in this. Could be useful. Maybe LJP. Right, so I think we're not doing too bad. We could maybe do just healing Rolf a little bit. To be honest, Rolf can use the rest of himself. That's fine. So I think we just go to this one first. Yes, we do. Oh, we have another box, so this apparently continues the theme of having all the items in the dams. Try explaining the change to the general public, that is hard. Yeah, I can't even imagine, honestly. Anna has found truth sloves. I'm going to assume that's sleeves. So the truth sloves are for sheer, and they cast rest on command. It's not terribly useful. Rest is really weak. I mean, I guess it's a free rest on her every turn, potentially, but it's not brilliant, I guess. Then walk up a bit on the left. Okay, we have 2 shoots. And some kill gammas. Rest on demand sounds like some kind of dive bar in the PS universe. Okay, I think Anna can just attack these. Did Amy say are she really strong? Okay, Amy, you can now pop a mate. These enemies are me when I see a rare enemy. Restaurant Demand is the complimentary service you get at the cloning market. At least one's dead. Yeah, all the best for that LEJP as well. Okay, so we have 2 shoots. Take the other shoot and walk left to another one. By which I assume they mean this. It's also the title of my Aphex Twin cover album. Okay, so we take this passageway. If you step in the black, it takes you outside the dam. Nice. Please do not get stick drift now. Okay, it's one of these dudes again. I will use Nagaj once. Hey, Platinum. This thing's actually quite fast, even though it's you know, like a big lumbering thing.
Emergency code attack.
It is an emergency call for sure. Yeah, it's basically Proto Garans. Okay, and Anna, you can now just attack. To be honest, with one target as well. Rolf can as well, actually. Hydrate is out of stock. Why am I not surprised? Oh, hi, Bunk. That went slightly better. Hopefully I don't run into too many of those because using Nagaj with Kane costs an absolute ton of TP. Another level for Amy as well. Right, how are we looking? Kane definitely needs a heal. Ruffle could probably do with one. Amy could probably do with one as well. I do have a lot of mates, so I'm just going to use some of these. Even as a new person, I still can't use Hydrate. Yeah, Platinum Crawdad is a great name. It's kind of weird the healing in this because there's like really no point in buying monomates or dimates once you get so far because trimates are so cheap. Only Kilnyaf has the hydration privileges. We're all dry AF. Okay, Ruff's still got quite a bit of TP left, so He can heal himself. You got to use it one time, that was right after you resubbed. I have not tied it into subs, so I still don't know why you could use it once and then never again. Okay, so at the end of the path, go right a bit and take the chute. I heard the Zenshi. This is a huge dam. Oh, we now have monster. I would say it's more of a robot personally, but quite glad I say it beforehand. It does kind of scare me, that thing. We're all monster hunters, really. Maybe that's why, we keep emptying the dam so, we're out of hydrates. Right, I'll use Gigas just to try and preserve a little bit of TP. Yeah, that should be fine. Even the small guys have quite a bit of health, really. Well, that did 60 damage, so that's quite nice. Probably didn't need another snow crown, but here we are. Yeah, you can just use Storm Gear now, that works fine. When is SGS Corp sip for the road? Still never happening. And it has, you just have a free Garester item, yeah. The only thing is, with the items, you can only use them on yourself. It's still useful, but yeah. I think we gave it to Anna just because she was getting targeted a lot. Let's go with that. Not with that attitude. Yeah, this is what happens when you become incredibly jaded after hunting it for years. Still use Snow Crown again. It didn't matter. Like how EGP redeemed one more, but Sky still doesn't hydrate. Wow. There you go. Yeah, Mom, Geeky is not dropping SJS. Pretty much how I feel every time I play PSO, honestly. So much like the other dams, pretty much after every single fight we're having to heal. Which, is nice. Who needs to heal more? Because I might be able to just heal Anna in battle, honestly. Yeah, Rolf still has quite a lot of TP left still, so I'm trying to preserve Amy's TP a bit. You're very upset about being banned from Hydrate. It's not my doing. I have no idea why it appears that only certain people are able to use it. I have no idea why. Is that one of the mysteries of the channel? I think I might actually just heal Anna anyway, actually, because I don't trust not healing her in battle. Because it'll probably just come back to bite me. Yeah, that'll do. It's the default on interference. Is that what it is? Keep saying this every time. I feel like I'm being gaslighted. Honestly, I don't even know if I can redeem it. Okay, even I can't redeem it. I am banned from my own redeem. I had to try. Okay, so at the end of this path, go right and take a shoot. I assume them in this one? Now it says follow the path to get to another box. Just leave it as it is for the running main. The thing is, as I said, it is set up to be able to, like, it's meant to be so that everyone can redeem it twice per stream with like a 10-minute cooldown between redeems. But it doesn't matter what I do to it, it just never lets anyone redeem it after the first time. Oh, Cooley 61's back. I think honestly we can probably just attack. We'll let Amy do her buff at the start, but then we should be fine, I think. Yeah, for some reason this robot is called Cooley 61. I have no idea why. I think, did someone mention last stream what the reasoning was for it? Now that the cooldown, I've checked it, the cooldown's set to 10 minutes. Twitch restricts streamers' hydrate ability. So basically fighting 2 Robocops and the power loader from Aliens. I do need to remember to actually go back to manual control after I've done Amy's attack once, because she just keeps buffing every single turn. I like to believe it stacks, it probably doesn't, but you know. Famous streamer Section was today rich to the ER due to a lack of hydration. His lawyers are now suing Twitch for 50 million. The most surprising thing is that me getting lawyers. Right, because Anna's not too low, I will heal her, but I'll just use Resta. Estino Bertie. Oh, we have a box. Anna has found Aegis. And what is Aegis exactly? Aegis can also cast Garesta. Feels like everything casts Garesta now. I'm quite happy about that though, because that is quite useful. What we should do is give that to someone else. So Anna's got an item that can cast Garesta. Let's give this to someone else. Yeah, there is Garesta. There is a lot more weird tech names in this. So Garesta is basically a stronger version of Resta. So let's give this to Amy. Obviously doesn't need it. I guess we give it to Kane. Aegis is almost always a shield. Is that what it is here? It wouldn't surprise me. Does it actually say on this guide what it actually is? It appears to be... Yeah, I think it is an item for Kane, actually. Let's see what it actually is. Use, give, and terms of service. Yeah, it's normally like a kind of shield, isn't it? Unless you play an NGS and there is literally a Dark Falls called Dark Falls Aegis. All that does have big shields, so, you know. Okay, so what does Aegis do? It is a weapon of some kind, so maybe it is a shield. So I'm going to assume that replaces the laser shot if I equip it. Yes, it does. Okay, that's probably not what we want. So we'll give him back the laser shot. Although, to be fair, he's not actually attacking much with the gun. He's basically using his machine techs, or he's using the abilities from the armor. So maybe it is worth using the Aegis. What does it do to his defense? So he's at 135. That is a lot more defense. Yeah, maybe that is worth using then. Effing was starred on your phone. Who hurt you, Twitch? Okay, well that's at least useful. So we have... Yeah, so we've got the Aegis. So go back to the shoot. Pasting them in this one, yep. From the shoot, go left to the wall and then down. There should be 2 shoots. Yes, there is. Always good when it matches up with the guide. Take the right one first. Another star mist. So I think we established last time that they are basically star atomizers. Considering we always have the parallax pipes, do you have some weird stalker acting as the cameraman? Is just some guy like Spider-Man like hanging in the roof? They look somewhat intimidating. I don't know why they're called van, because they're clearly not vans. They're clearly something. They do look a little bit more scary though. Kane is getting a little bit low on TP. So I think for now he will just stay with the item. It's two of the same enemies, so Anna can attack. Amy can use her ability to start with, and maybe we use tech with Ruffle. I mean, I could use Nathu, but it's going to be a lot of TP, I imagine. I mean, I guess we could maybe use it once just to thin one of them down a bit. Yeah, let's try that once. And it missed. Brilliant. Well done, Ruffle. If these are vans, maybe the stronger versions are called transits. Actually did less damage than I thought it would. I mean, it's still a lot, but... Okay, Amy, you're up. You can give rest to Ruffle. Oh, thanks for the gift subs, Drac. Much appreciated. It's really kind of you. And hello to everyone who just got a gift sub. Okay, Ruffle can go back to attacking now because I can't burn through all of his TP. Did not expect the animation. Oh, thanks for that, dude. We actually have a hype train. And how many other streams get a hype train playing Phantasy Star II? Okay, I think everyone else can probably just attack. That should be fine. Yeah, go for it. That was a really well-timed rare drop, actually. I like that. He gets healed and they just immediately shoot him again. Okay, so they can hit multiple targets. I thought they might have been able to. I think we're good at the minute. These actually don't seem too bad, honestly. For how big they are, I thought they were going to be a lot more difficult. Yeah, we're not doing too bad, really. Amy's still pretty good for TP. Ruffle is getting a little bit low. Steam has just informed me that apparently my background recording has stopped. I have no idea why. I think what we'll do is I want to preserve Amy's TP. So I think Ruffle, although he doesn't have a huge amount of TP left, I think we'll just use a normal rester on, maybe just on Kane for now. Can't hydrate and can't record, and it's all going wrong. Okay, I think I was going up. Oh, was I? Yeah, because I think there was a box down here, wasn't there, I think? Yeah, you can use your Snow Crown. And I think Anna, yeah, you can use... You can use Colour Scarf first. everyone just pick on Anna again. Okay, now, Anna, you can now use the crescent gear and get yourself healed. And I think Amy, you can honestly just attack for now. And the other one should be fine, I think, for now. Yeah, we'll go with that. Kind of creepy this recording. I've got background recording turned on. This guy's using Windows anyway, so he's used to it. Yeah, I have the Steam recording turned on normally anyway, just because if I'm playing something like Monster Hunter, if something really cool happens while I'm playing, it'll record it in the background, and then I can just get the clip. It's really handy, honestly. Okay, I think Anna is healed enough now. It is really handy having gear that can heal you without actually using any TP. It's super useful. Yeah, so that, for example, that moment there on Jinder Hard where I almost jumped down into the nuke, I got that because I was Steam recording at the time. So apparently I got a hype chest. Thank you very much for the hype train. Okay, so that was a box there. What, one more hype train? Okay, so I think... Is it down here? Let's try it. Let's also save as well. You have 50k channel points. If anyone does have any suggestions as well for things you want for channel points, just let me know in Discord. I know we need to add more things like sound alerts, for sure. But if there's anything else you want on there, just let me know. Okay, so now we take the left shoot. Hydrate plus. What hydrate that actually works? Okay, walk left a bit to the console, but heal everyone before inserting the card. That sounds ominous. Let's save it. So how are we looking? just tip the whole glass over first. If the guide is telling me to heal up, I'm gonna heal. More sounds to spam, please. Can do. Yeah, I might be able to get the Poison Lily off, actually, if I just record that in PSO. You need a Mericaro left and a rappy death sound. You want the grand fail noise from PSO 2? I can do that. I'm off work tomorrow and the next day, so I'll try and get some sounds recorded, actually. Okay, so who needs healing the most? So, Ruffle, again. And Amy. Make one of just 5 seconds of recast walking. That is actually genius. Yeah, you could do that as like the raid thing, couldn't you? Just a really noisy recast stomping in. I might also just heal Kane as well, because at this point, why not? Do 5 seconds if you have nowhere to go from Fallout. Okay, so we have save, we have healed up. You know, just do a double save. So there should be the command thing here. There is. And put the green cards in. And I put the green card inside. Yeah, that dam might have looked easy. It's only because the guide. If you look at the map for that dam, it is ridiculously huge, and there's about 30 or 40 warp points in it. The dam locks open, and a rushing water is heard. Oh. That's boss music. Not liking that. So. I guess this is the next boss then. Yeah, oh, surprise boss. Yeah, it's like part of the they use it for the Mother Episode 4 thing, didn't they? Some kind of Volop deal, possibly. We've basically been chased by robots ever since we... Well, since like the Climber Troll was destroyed, we've been basically pursued by these robots. Not these ones specifically, just every enemy in the map has become a robot. So... Okay, that's interesting. So... According to this, apparently you can't really kill these bosses, you just kind of have to survive. Which sounds ominous. So, first order of business. I don't know what your attacks actually do. So, first thing is we'll get Snow Crown going. We will also... You just block and heal? I'm assuming so. I mean, it says here that every single one of these enemies has 3,000 health each, which is basically impossible for me to get through. Looks like I need to survive about 3 turns. It actually says, if you do kill them somehow, you just break the game. The game can't continue. So I'm assuming it's like a somewhat scripted fight. Can always make Amy use suck. I guess so. I mean, if we get desperate, we could, yeah. At the minute, I'll keep her alive because she's one extra target. What else can we do here? I mean, I guess we could just put Anna on Crescent Gear.
Emergency. Code. Attack.
And just have her get rest at every turn. I'm assuming that's why they give us Aegis now. It seems like it, doesn't it? So I'll put her on that. And let's also... If we can't kill these guys anywhere, then we'll just focus on surviving.
You piece of Ark trash!
So I guess maybe we just have Kane use Aegis as well. So that means those two essentially won't need healing every time because they'll just heal themselves. Code Abyss moment, if you know, you know. Right, what can Ruffle do? Apart from die. I guess just defend? There's not really a whole lot you can do. I mean, what spells could I use? Really, all of these are attack spells, so they're not really going to help me. So I guess Rov just defends. We'll try it. Well, so far, they don't seem to be doing a lot. Probably famous last words. Trapped by plasma rings. Oh, that was it. Okay. So the guy was like, oh, this is the hardest boss in the game. It's going to be a struggle. Yeah. This is the satellite Gala. I'm assuming Gala? Gala? I'm guessing because Japanese, maybe Gala. There is no escape. You're in outer space. You are guilty of damaging the mother brain. You'll be kept here until your death sentence is carried out. Lay down and squirt ketchup. It's funny how we talked about Metal Gear Solid earlier as well. I tried to open the dams because I felt responsible for making too much rainfall, but I was caught. I don't want to die here not even knowing who was trying to destroy Motor by using the mother brain. Oh. Oh no. I'm not liking this. So we have no items. Have fun, thanks. I'm just going to save it. Person clause, is that what it stands for? Why is there always a prison? In like every JRPG, it feels like there's a prison. I know here's a large explosion. And feels a tremendous force moving the satellite. Probably not good. And I better check the control panel and fix the Gala's orbit. Please tell me this is not a timed event. I guess we'll find out. So walk up there and go right and follow until you reach a crossroads. Continue going right and then down. You should come to a control panel. Nope, not really. Okay, so we can't do anything. Are those? I could be wrong, but are those sprites different to usual? Are they meant to look shackled, or is that the normal battle sprites? Can't tell. It could be the normal ones. Yeah, we can't really do anything, so I guess we just have to try running. Get out there, Scarlet. It's gonna blow. I'm looking. I don't like how... Can I use text? No, because I have no TP. Seems a bit cheese that they can hurt me. If you die, go back to the start. Okay, fair enough. That looks like a panel. This guy's showing up like he's the final boss. That's the point of the battles. Ah, fair enough. So I'm assuming we just interact with this. Yeah. Oh no, this satellite is headed straight for Palm. There's no time. What should I do? Like it says Palm, but then also Palmer on the map. Well, that didn't sound good. It was that same dream again. Well, this is the lore episode. Help. Did I disturb you? I'm Tyler, a space pirate. Tyler mentioned... So... Would this be where they got Alpha Tyler from PSU from? Given that he's also a space pirate. Cool. That's really cool. I left Palm long ago. Life under the mother brain was not to my liking. You were being held by Gala, right? It's good for you that I happen to be close by. Your friends are also being revived right now. They should awake any moment. It was terrible. This is all that's left of Palm. So it does actually hit Palm, okay. I like how we basically, the satellite crashes into Palm. We somehow survive this. I'm not going to complain, but we have some serious plot armor. It looks like Bernie. He's a Chad like Rudo. So Palm, not looking too hot. I think that was probably meant to happen before you said this is what's left of Palm. One planet was destroyed. Who knows what happened to Algor? I don't know what to say. According to the news, you and your friends are criminals, charged with destroying the mother brain. But I don't believe you could have done that, could you? Anyway, I'll take you to Paseo. I've already got your belongings loaded. Ah, I remember now. You were heading for Dizo. I've heard that there's someone there who can do things that Mother Brain can't. That seems very oddly vague. Someone is there doing things Mother Brain can't. Alright. Yeah, so about Param not looking too hot, it does look pretty hot now. But he might be of a criminal nature. I mean, to be fair, so we apparently. You can never tell. Well, until we meet again. So does this guy just basically rock up, save your life, and then just disappear, like riding off into the sunset? I mean, absolute chat if that's the case. Oh, hey, it's this dude. Welcome back. I was worried sick about you. What? You're going to Dizo without arrest? He's a taxi driver. I see. You must have thought it out. Use the spaceship on the rooftop. But remember that you're still suspects. The Palm incident has made them desperate. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Has it actually equipped us all properly again? That's nice of it. Did you give us our mates back? Because I spent money on those. Good. Yeah, apparently our whole crew is criminals. We got accused of being criminals when we left Climatrol because once Near First died, it basically overloaded Climatrol and we got blamed for that, for flooding Mortar. Then we also got apparently blamed for destroying this as well, so, you know, we are just the scapegoats. Okay, so it looks like we're going to Desaurus next. So from what I'm reading here, it says that there are not many robots in the next place, but the ones that do show up are really difficult. So they still recommend potentially taking Cairn. Be careful when taking Shia to Desaurus because she will still steal from that. I'd like to use Shia at some point, but for now there just doesn't seem to have been many places to really use her very well. Okay, so I guess... Do we have loads of excess gear with us at the minute? There's a few bits. Do we have any space left in our bank? There was another option there for another section as well, so I'm assuming that's maybe where we go. Okay, does anyone else have any excess gear that we do not need? I'll keep the laser shot with him for now, just in case we do switch over from the Aegis at any point. I suspect we probably won't though. Yeah, we're fine. So we are definitely getting through this game by the looks of things. I mean, this guide that I'm using, that was part 12 out of 19. Okay, so I guess now we can head to Desaurus. For anyone that's played this before, do I need to stock up on mates and things before I go to Desaurus? In other words, like, is it going to throw me straight into a dungeon, or... I'm just thinking it might be worth just stocking things up. Yeah, not doing too bad with the game now, Krabby. It was a very slow start to the game because there's a lot of grinding earlier on. I feel like there's been a bit less grinding the last couple of streams. I mean, the dam section we more or less did in one go. I mean, can we even go to the other places? Because, you know, we are apparently the world's most dangerous criminals now. If FF6 taught me anything, always stock up. So Anna could take a couple. We do have quite a lot of mates actually on Cairn, so we might be okay. I am kind of swimming in Mazetta. This is pretty realistic, honestly, because just like real life, we still have criminals using everyday services. Yeah, we have like over 100,000 Mazetta. So... I don't think there's any gear upgrades we can do yet. I think the stuff we've got is pretty much the best we can get for now. I imagine once we get to D-Zone, maybe that'll change. So you don't sell trimates, but to be honest, we've got a lot of trimates. We can get a couple of dimates for Kane. Just 2 or so should be fine, I think. Oh, he's actually full, okay. I want to make sure I've got some space left in case there's any good drops. Yeah, I think we might be okay, actually, to be honest. We'll save it, though, just in case. Also, did we get healed, or... We did. They even healed everyone. That was very nice, then. So, I guess now we can head to Dizo. I'm just wondering before I go if there's any more lore here. Thanks to you all, Mutt was safe from being flooded. How come you're wanted as criminals for making Mother Brain go wrong? What? Someone who has a key to Mother Brain is in Dizo? That's right. Now that Palm is gone, those of us who are in Motor have to sustain our go. Ruffle, please do your best. Go and visit the liars. If you want to find out about something here, please choose a file. Is any of this new? Was history one we've already seen? Yes, it was. Should check the Mother Brain entry, just make sure there's nothing else new here. Yeah, that's all text, that's fine. Don't think Mother Brain is controlling Climatrol anymore, because there isn't much left of that. So, we will head to Dizo then. I'm assuming it's Roof. This is Motor's only remaining spaceship. That's quite interesting because obviously we had spaceships in Phantasy Star 1, and this is... I'm pretty sure this is set about 1,000 years after, which would make sense for Phantasy Star reasons. So in 1,000 years, does that mean that Motor's technology has regressed a bit? Because it doesn't seem to have. I mean, they've terraformed most of the planet and everything and controlling all the climate, but... Or maybe the airships have been cut down to restrict travel to prevent people from messing with things they shouldn't. There was only one spaceship, but there was also a spaceport though as well. So it's entirely automatic, so anyone can fly it. RIP to our boy Hapsby. Heading off, have a great rest of stream everyone. Oh, no worries LJP. Good to see you as well. Like I say, I should be streaming again on Sunday hopefully, so should be back to normal. But yeah, have a good night. Well, I suppose the advantage of this is that we don't have to go and look for Hapsby in this game. Disadvantage is that Hapsby isn't here anymore. Shall we go to Dizo? Yes, we should. Cool animation. Nice music. That is a nice jam, actually. I like that. Also, again, I recognise this in PSO. Literally everything is Trick Track. Okay, there are 4 exits to Skewer, each leading to a different part of Dizoris. From the centre, go up until there is an upright fork. course it's a dungeon, and of course these robots have chased us. Because why not, you know? Seems like the game crashed. It does kind of look like corrupted, doesn't it? Yeah. Like the little screenshots I'm looking at, it just looks like a mess, honestly. Okay, Ken, you can use Asia on the 2 coolies. Anna, honestly, just attack the coolies, it's fine. Ruffle can attack the Atmech. And Amy, as usual, uses Snow Crown. So clearly we're still getting hunted by these robots. Some of the brain isn't letting us go that easily. Yeah, they're still pretty tanky, these guys, honestly. Yeah, this guy on the left resists, seems like it resists physical damage. Or just has really high defense, one of the two. So, Anna, you can heal yourself. Yeah, that should do. Atomic is strong. Coolie 61 is cool. I don't really appreciate that we literally land on Diesel and get ambushed immediately, but you know. Just kind of fit the theme of the game. We do have some star mists as well, so I need to remember that. Go for dinner, be back later. Ah, no worries, missed. Have a good dinner. I want to see this actually. How much does Saresta use for TP? I'm assuming a lot. Quite a bit. There's probably the right player there. So from here, we go down. I'm assuming into this chute. And head up to another area. We have a lot of chests. Oh! I see an MVP. Might just try running from you, honestly. Oh, come on. And it is very low on health. I think we saved it very recently anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. So I guess we'll just try running again, actually. If Anna dies, we'll just reload it. Rip Anna. Yeah, let's just reload that, because I'm not dealing with that. Just to get to see the animation again. Alright, now I'm going to save it here. Oh, so you can't actually go for the middle. That's really annoying. It is an interesting spaceship noise. You're going to get it again now as well. Kind of annoying that they put the spaceship in the middle, so you can't walk through the middle, so you have to walk around the outside, which makes you take more steps. What are you? I have no idea what I'm looking at. Yeah, orangutan. Okay, can just storm gear. Interesting though, it's not robots. Well, they don't look like robots anyway. They are kind of twiddling the thumbs or doing like that. Found the origins of the Oran badge, yeah. Burn them with Gifoy. Can do. I need to try it now. That's interesting. Okay, so well, that one on the left is healed. Yeah, they're not too bad. Interesting to see an enemy that can actually heal itself though. Someone else who actually plays this game. This is my literal first time playing through. Good luck. Oh, thanks, Ellison. Okay, so from here we go, I believe it was down. And I'm going to save it here because I am not dealing with that robot again. There does appear to be like an infestation of meow. Don't get too lost here. The totally normal and harmless space station. It looks completely normal and harmless. The dungeons in this planet are a doozy. I mean, I think they've pretty much all have been so far, but yeah, I don't doubt it. Anna has found Mudgic Cap. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh god. But why is the space station foggy? Is Meow vaping? I mean, we don't know what he's been up to, you know, in 1,000 years. Mudgicarp. Okay, so we got a Mudgic Cap, whatever that is. An old newspaper. The last rescue ship leaves on August the 11th. Don't miss it. Okay, so clearly people have been leaving Dizor, which is probably not good for us. Oh, we have a burb. It is cool actually see some new enemies as well. I think we fought the robots for so long. It is kind of weird that the first time we came here we got nothing but robots and this time we're getting everything else. Alright, let's go, burb. I will just use the Crescent Gear on Anna just to top her up first. I think we just discovered why they left. Section Sky Tiara. I'm honestly just happy to see some different enemies. For some reason I can't go right from here. It's very finicky that there. Anna has found magic cap. So there's a magic cap and a magic cap. The story of these are always told bit by bit, but it will all make sense. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for a 1989 game, it's been really impressive so far. I mean, I don't know if you've seen any of my stuff before, Ellison, but I play a ton of PSO, but I'd never really played the classic Phantasy Star games, so after thinking about it for a while, I've decided to go back and play through them all. So I've done the Sega Ages version of Phantasy Star 1, and we're just working through 2 now. The plan is to hopefully do 3 and 4 as well. I just realised there's 6 chests in here. Can I talk to Meow? Mew, Meow. Don't know what I expected, really. Tried a few times, but it's just too much a slog for 2 and 3. 2, it's been rough. It has been very, very difficult and very grindy, particularly near the beginning of the game, I found. The last couple of streams I've done of it, though, I think it's been much better. Another old newspaper. The gas that leaked out could be extremely dangerous. Please beware. Would that be the gas that we're seeing everywhere here? Anna has got another 5,600 Mazetta. It's very oddly specific, but I'll take it. It's pretty opaque with the GUI not explaining much. Yeah, that was one of my big issues because I tried playing this years ago along with the first one, and even as someone who played PSO, I just had no idea what any of the text did. Yeah, I like how it says gotten hold of, you know, i.e. stolen. And another old newspaper. The cause of the gas leak turned out to be a simple mistake. Message ends. Okay, so do we need to go down or not? Down the first path. I think that rabbit may not be particularly healthy. That is pretty nightmare fuel. Yeah, also rabbit. I mean, it looks more familiar than something else, but that is pretty horrifying. That is worse than the PS1 zombies. I like how it keeps gathering up its guts and then putting them back in. He is pushing his intestines back in. He is. Okay, Anna, you need to just pop a heal quick. And I think everyone else just put this thing out of its misery, honestly. Yeah, it is pretty nasty, isn't it, Pika? Actually, I think Amy, just because we don't know what that thing's going to do. Let's just not take any chances and use Snow Crown first. It also does appear to have an infestation, because it literally attacks with its guts. it's the thing. It is kind of like the thing, isn't it? Alright, Anna, just attack it and just put it out of its misery, for God's sake. Nonchalant thumb twiddler sidekick until he stands up and swipes at you. Yeah, the other guy's pretty chill. Maybe he's trying to keep his head down so he doesn't get the attention of the other one. Honestly, you can just use rest on yourself, it's fine. There we go, we have put it out of its misery. Also rolled 93 damage. Nope. Anna appears to be channeling her Hunuel again. Okay, what's in the box? Let's serve it first. Anna has found Lacon chest, as in Laconium, I assume? Or Laconium or Laconian, whichever it is in this game. Okay, so actually recommends giving this to Roffle. Laconamite, actually. So you can give that to Rolf if he has space. He does. Odin's chest piece, that's why there's so many meows. Last time you started gathering Laconia items, we had to go to Biomalay. Oh, I really hope Biomalay or anything like it isn't in this game, but you know it's going to be. What planet was Biomalay on anyway? I can't remember now. Because, you know, Palm's kind of not doing too well at the minute. Okay, Ruffle, equip that. Would help if I went into the equip menu, that would help. $182 defense, that's really good. Oh, hi Casey, I'm good to see you. So, since... Let's see, so since he's using the Laconian chest, what were you using before that? The Chris chest? What is, Kane using? That actually recommends giving the Chris chest to Hugh if you have him, so that's fine. Okay, so now we head back. Initiate hydration. Can do. Since apparently it's not working again. Okay, so we need to go back to the crossing. And where from here? Go left and take a shoot. The shoot is just for some money, which honestly I really don't need. Let's see, so take the shoot to the left for Mazetta. Well, I can check it out, I guess. I guess that was just for 7,800 Rosetta. Fair enough. How are the old ones? Never really played much before PSO. So this is pretty much my first time going through the original Phantasy Stars. We did I just said it a bit earlier, but we did the Sega Ages version of the first game. And now we're doing, it's the Genesis and Mega Drive Collection version of this. I wouldn't recommend playing this version personally. I would probably try and play a different version of it. Just because there is some issues with this version in regards to saving and using mods. So yeah, probably play it another way. So far having a lot of fun though. The first game, honestly, if you want to sort of experiment with them, I would really recommend the Switch version of the first game. PS2 generations versions are better, but not immensely easier. I do want to check those out at some point, but I wanted to like experience how they were originally first. So I might do that maybe once we've done the first 4. Maybe not straight after, but I missed. Game's still broken. It looks it, doesn't it? Oh, we now have Orangu. I mean, they are Oran. I mean, they're not lying about that. Alright, first of all, Amy, let's just hit a... What can we do? Not even on Amy. Let's use a sat rester just to top everyone up. Orangu sounds like someone has section ID envy and got chilly. This is why no one likes Oran. Right, you can use sat rester. Kane. Honestly, Kane can probably just keep using Storm Gear. That works, actually. There is a Pokemon called Oranguru. There is. I was still around for Pokemon when that Pokemon came out. I think the last game I played for Pokemon was probably like Sun and Moon. I heard the Zenchi. I still love how cursed that Zenchi sound alert is. Okay, Anna can probably just attack. Maybe it's worth raising our agility first, just in case these are quite fast. Yeah, that'll do. They are pretty strong. You still regret buying Pokemon Scarlet to this day. They are kind of just sat there twiddling their thumbs, yeah. There is some weird enemy designs in this game. I don't know if you were here for the really cursed one, but there was like a... Like it said rabbit, but it kind of wasn't. But it was basically like a zombie animal that was like pushing its own intestines back in. It fell out around Gen 5. I think I really enjoyed... I think was Gen 5, was that like Black and White and Black and White 2? Because I seem to remember enjoying... I think I have White 2. I quite enjoyed that. Okay, Anna, you can just go back to... Actually, you can use Crescent Gear Eminette just to heal yourself. Oh, actually, no, let's not. Let's have Anna attack because there's 4 of the same enemy, so she'll hit them all. And Amy can instead use Garester on her. Well, one's dead. Please stop hitting Anna. Let's kind of terrifying. Please heal. Thank you. Can we just please stop attacking Anna? That would be really appreciated. Yeah, they're pretty rough. A lot of experience though. It sucks that it chose Spain and Portugal and then made that unoptimized mess. Yeah, because they tend to like change the regions every game, don't they? I think. Yeah, I was gonna say, was Sword and Shield, was that kind of based on the UK? So I think the last one I played was like Sun and Moon, which I think was the Hawaii-based one. The old Sega Genesis sound font is so wonderfully nostalgic. I really like the sound chip on the Genesis. I love how it sounds. Upside down UK, London is in the north and Scotland is in the south. Okay, let's pop a Trimate on Anna. And maybe one on Rolf as well. I think actually Rolf can probably just use... Yeah, he's got quite a lot of TP, so he can use Garesta on himself. Well, actually, his health's not too low, so maybe we'll just use Resta. Another one of these birds. These weren't too bad last time, so I think we can just go all out on them, really. They do seem quite resistant to like normal attacks. But we should be fine. Yeah, they're pretty easy, honestly. I think Rolf can use Garesta on Amy. No, I don't think that's the right way. I think it was up this way. I think. Actually, it might be the other way because how much way we came now. So the problem when you get into the fights, you go back to the map and you can't remember which way you were going. Would say I want a Phantasy Star 5, but without Rick or Kadama. I don't know if it had the right vibe. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of doubt they'll do another classic JRPG Phantasy Star. It'll be cool to see one if it was well done, but yeah, there is always that worry. Obviously, Kodama is so inherently tied to the original games. It says go up and continue left to the last shoot, so maybe it is this way. Yeah, I think I kind of agree, Makaiju. I think when a lot of people think of Phantasy Star now, they just inherently go straight to either PSO or PSO2. I think it's kind of a bit to be expected just because, you know, bear in mind we haven't had a classic Phantasy Star, like a new classic Phantasy Star game, since when? What was it, 1993, somewhere around there for Phantasy Star 4? See, Iberian Peninsula, but all the legendaries are imported from China. Yeah, I might need to backtrack a bit here because I am kind of lost. So I think that was the shoot to the 7,800 Meseta. Okay, then. So what's this? This is the 8,600 Meseta. Yeah, it was that tracks. So then from here, go up and continue left to the last shoot. Okay, cool. We did it. We made it outside. So a few people bought Phantasy Star IV because it was $100. Yeah, I mean, I've heard some things about that. I've heard that Sega of America might have deliberately charged so much for it just so it wouldn't sell well, so they could kind of excuse not releasing Phantasy Star games outside of Japan. I don't know how much truth there is in that, but okay, so we are outside. So where do we go from here? Go north. I can do that. Of course, these guys are here. Yeah. Son of a mech. Yeah, what an absolute eyesore. Okay, so I think I will use one of Ken's magics actually, since we've got mechs again. I'll just use Gigage on the eyesore. I think everyone else can probably just attack, honestly. Yeah, that's fine. Nice 51 damage. No, Nagash does more damage, but costs so much TP to use. Right, Kane, you can now go back to using the Storm Gear. Anna, you may as well just get a quick heal off. And Amy, since you're apparently our healer, you may as well get someone healed. So you can Girista on Ruffle. How do you play Forces in PSO in the early game when you can't afford fluids? Yeah, very carefully. Honestly, my opinion has always been I find Force very, very difficult to play as a first character if you're just starting out from scratch. I've always typically ran a Hunter or Ranger first to get the funds to then be able to run a Force well. If you want another answer, again, just play it very carefully. With some Forces, you might be able to melee a little bit. If you're full in your world, probably don't try it. Other thing you can do is pick up things like barriers and shields, because defensive gear like barrier, shields and armor, they tend to sell for the most in the game compared to everything else, so just sell those. And Particularly when you get a few more levels and you start finding slightly higher barriers and shields, you will quite often make a lot of money from selling them. Yeah, mag leveling as well, yeah. Although that can be difficult with the force as well, because typically when you're leveling a force mag, fluids are what raise your mind. So that's even more fluid use. You are idling for like 5 minutes. Remember as well, you can always go back to Pioneer to the medical center, and they can fully heal your TP as well. And it is quite cheap to reheal it, so early on, I would not worry about going back to Pioneer. Because realistically, you're probably not going to get photon blast with a phone you will anywhere. It's very rare you get them. So I would personally just use the Pioneer 2 medical room when you need to. But yeah, it is not particularly easy to start out with a force. It does get easier later on though. At least in Zero you use weapons to mag level. Yeah, it kind of sucks in PSO that you're so dependent on keeping your fluids with a force at low level, but then you need to use your fluids. I know there are some mags, I think some mags also use either Sol or Moon atomizers. I think most of them it's Moon atomizers, but there's a few where it's the other way around. I think the majority of them are Moon atomizers though that will also raise your mind. So you could use those potentially. Just bear in mind what other stats it raises. Okay, there is a place. That looks like a dungeon. Please don't be a dungeon. Yeah, make sure to put the magic cap on before entering. I mean, sure. I don't know why there's a magic cap and a magic cap. It's the OG Caveris. Right, let's put on this magic cap then, why not? And I can't take the magic cap. I'm going to assume it's a ruffle. Okay, Ruffle, can you use the magic cap? Is that something you can go with? Can. Well, no idea what that does, but... Hey, it's the liar dudes. Also, that music. That music is going quite hard. Logic prevents lies, maybe. I mean, we do know from the first game that these guys like to, you know, tell a cheeky lie every now and again. I forget which, but some equipment is pretty much strictly for tech casting. Yeah, I mean, in I don't know if you're talking about PSO or this, but I know in PSO there is some gear that like boosts techniques as well, so that's also a big help for forces. In this, I know there is some gear that you can actually use in battle to get abilities from. I've used a few of them in this. I feel like I should probably use the data memory. I know the saves don't work on this properly, but it's probably worth doing just to register a save point here, I'm guessing. Do you like Sega games? I remember that guy from the first game. He was so disappointed when he said no. He looks very stern. It kind of looks like he's just tired of everything, doesn't he? That facial expression speaks words. Welcome to data memory. He's been out to dry for too long. I would like to put my memories and experiences into storage. Hey, the save file hasn't corrupted yet. It would be funny if these guys being liars, if you just deleted your save game. I am going to adventure some more. Let's talk to some people. This town is called Okba. Is that all you have to say? Thank you. Dizzo is all ours. We feel so darn better than those palm people, than those that the palm people left. You just said darn. Did I misread that? Dizzo is all ours. We feel so darn better that those palm people left. Okay, so I guess the evacuation thing and the shuttles and everything it was mentioning was obviously the original settlers have left here. And these guys have just moved in. Try talking to them without the magic cap. Tell you what we'll do. That sentence makes your northern come out. It happens now and again. Right, what we'll do then is, we will... I think you were still using the titanium, weren't you? Yeah. Save state before the gear swap. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we now don't have it on. Now let's save it. Now let's go in. Hi, dudes. Ah, okay. So the magic cap translates their language, I guess. Gat dot mute banaput. Cool. Do also the same. Gat dot mute banaput to you as well. Actually, I want to try something. What happens if you've got a data memory? Danya Raha? Bebekucha? Yeah, same to you as well. Okay, let's maybe use the magic cap then, or the magic cap. Bebekucha, yeah. Ruffle, for the love of God, please put that cap back on. Okay, now we'll save state again. This town is called Okba. So I guess we now know what the magic cap does. Hey, you. You came over from that crevice? I did. We hate computers. Okay. I get the implication is that you just don't like Mother Brain, maybe? And that you don't like being ruled by something like Mother Brains. That's probably why you don't like computers, I would guess. Yeah, no more console gamers. Yeah, no gamers on Desaurus. When I went to the other side of the crevice, I saw a beautiful man there. Cool. Can you please stop walking in front of me so I can get past you? The problem is because they all look the same, I'll forget which ones to talk to. We ain't gonna leave this planet no matter what. Long darn time ago, I heard that someone ran away from Palm to this planet. Would that be referring to Phantasy Star 1? Or... that was a long darn time ago. It's such a surprise to see a human other than the clone lab grandma. Everybody left 3 years ago. Are you talking about the person who looks like Joker in the clone lab? I wonder why that guy hiding on this planet never ages. Yeah, that guy. When I went to the side of the crevice, yeah, we know about the beautiful man that you saw. We'll probably see them at some point. Clone Grandma is Nurse Joy confirmed. They say people who are hiding on this planet have strange power. I mean, with the greatest of respect, you all do seem a bit strange. People are hiding. So first of all, let's go in here. May I help you? We hate computers, but we're totally happy using these computers to heal you. Yeah, I do like the clone lab person still here. I wonder if the implication for that is that the clone lab person just keeps cloning themselves. I'd like to have Near return to me, honestly, but I don't think that's going to happen somehow. Kefka got a new job. Right, what have we got gear-wise? Plus cannon. Plus. I'm going to assume that means, what, pulse cannon, maybe? But it's really funny that it's plus cannon. It's also 32,000, which is a lot of money. We also have AC slasher, so Anna can go and chop up some mechs, I guess. He's the OG Luther. Could also be plastic cannon. Also Laconian mace. Who would use a mace? Who in the party would actually use a mace? I don't think I've seen a mace come up before. I'm assuming it just counts as like a melee weapon, so whether that's Rolf or someone else, I really don't know. I like how the dialogue on those guys is the same, so he still goes, later race. Okay, so this is Skewer. Okay. We came here a few times in Phantasy Star 1, I think. Oof. You only have monomates and telepipes, that sucks. Girlfriend has been rewatching Red Dwarf, and when you said later race, I'm just thinking of Ace Rimmer now. Ace Rimmer is so good. I love Red Dwarf. Okay, so we apparently have all of the Laconium stuff now. Laconian shield spotted. I like how you've got all this then just randomly in the middle. Sandals. The weird thing is, can anyone even use the sandals apart from Nir? Nir's dead. Maybe someone else can use them as well, but that's a bit strange. Okay, so, I mean, I guess we need to buy some stuff. Let's see, what does it recommend? Arcane Laconian Maces, okay. That's strange, though. So it says buy, well, it says buy a Laconian Mace. I wonder if it's a one-handed weapon, so you can maybe use it with Aegis. Club of Laconian Way. Hopefully, so, I mean, we've got Laconian Mace. I mean, that's close. So I recommend getting. I mean, it says Rudo Laconian Gi, but we haven't used Rudo for a while. Get Anna a Laconian Cape and a Slasher. So we'll do that first because Anna is doing a lot of carrying at the minute. That is a lot of money. See, this guy still goes like, oh, which of you lugs is going to hold it? Because they haven't changed the dialogue. Let's just equip one for now and just see what that does to our stats. Air conditioned Slasher. Fun fact, if you take Shea to Desolis, she would still steal from the shops and run back home, even though there is supposedly only one spaceship. That's actually really funny. I'd like to imagine that maybe she was just stolen a spaceship somewhere that no one knows about. I mean, she carried the entire Visiphone in her pocket apparently, so yeah, maybe she can carry a spaceship as well. So we have 135 attack at the minute. Let's replace the laser slasher. 147. That's not bad. So I do want some defensive gear as well, so let's make sure we don't waste all of our money before getting that. It's like we definitely want the Laconian Cape. Would this replace... Let me check something. It would replace the Christ Cape. I mean, I suppose those items, you don't need them in your to be actually equipped, do you? You can still use them from your inventory, so I guess that still works. Let's buy a Laconian Cape. For Anna. I'm hoping at some point that I get the ability to level up some of the other characters though, because obviously they're back on the first planet. I know you can go back, but it involves going through all that dungeon again. Okay, so let's go Anna with the Laconian Cape. So she's at 150 defense. 158, so it is better. Okay. So how much money we got left? 115. Oh, that's experience, sorry. We have 88,000 left. So I don't know if we're going to be able to upgrade everyone, but we can definitely do a few. Speaking of Shea, she can still be useful. The only unlimited source of star and moon atomizers is through stealing. Okay. I know we've had a few of the moon and star atomizers. Or star mists, however they're called in this. But that's good to know that you can get more from stealing. If you're okay with using the Garester items over and over, you could replace Amy with Hugh. I suppose the problem with the Garester items is that every time you're using those, your attackers are not getting to attack. I think that's the downside of them. It's nice to have them, so if I want to take a break for a turn and heal up, it is really nice. But I suppose having the advantage of having Amy in the party lets me heal one of my attackers and still attack with the attacker character. So it's a bit of a toss-up, but I guess both would probably work. I'm not going to say Phantasy Star II approves of crime, but we do have... I mean, we are all apparently the world's most wanted criminals at the minute anyway, but we also have a thief. She's not in the party at the minute, but yeah, we do have a thief. Okay, so what else do we need to get? Amy needs a pair of Herza boots, apparently. Hugh gets Garester at 30, okay. So far, I felt that Hugh hasn't been particularly useful. I kind of felt that when I got him, there wasn't that many more bio monsters left. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't change later. I mean, we could get loads more bio monsters again. I mean, I don't know if the enemies here count as bio monsters or not. Or if it's only the things that were on the first planet. Okay, so you have zombie rabbits now, I think they count, okay. Okay, so is there anything else from here I want? So it was the Laconian Maces next, so we don't need anything else from there. Keep trucking, got a split. Enjoy the Christmas themed town. I will. Actually, on the Christmas theme, they do kind of look a little bit like elves. Yeah, good to see you, Krabby. Okay, so let's buy one Laconian Mace for now. For Kane. Ah, he's full on items, okay. Well, we can sell off some stuff. No, not buy. Sell. I guess we could probably get rid of the laser shot now, I think. We haven't really used it for a little while, and I don't really think we need it. And let's go and buy a Laconian Mace. So I'm going to assume that the mace is like a one-handed weapon that can go with the Aegis. Because otherwise it feels like a waste. In fact, what I'm going to do, just in case it is a two-handed weapon, just save it. And then if it is a two-handed weapon and we can't use Aegis anymore, we can reload. So, equip Kane with the Laconian Mace. Let's try putting it in his left hand. It is one-handed. Okay, that's good. What did that do to his attack anyway? 86. That's still quite low. I guess because he's only using one-handed weapon. But maybe it has an ability I can use. So I don't think there's too much else to get from here. It does recommend getting some stuff for Hugh as well, but since we don't have Hugh with us, but maybe this is the only chance to get this stuff, so I don't want to miss it. So I wonder if it's worth just grinding for a bit to get some money. Just because I don't want to miss any gear, because I don't know if I can come back here freely. Get a second AC slasher. Yeah, we could do that as well. I think it's probably worth it for how much we use Nana, honestly. So yeah, let's do that. If a zombie rabbit isn't a bio monster, I don't know what is. Yeah, good point. Okay, AC slasher in your right hand. Yeah, and his attack's getting quite high actually. How's Rolf doing anyway? 219 attack. I just realised how low Amy's agility is. That explains why the heals and everything takes so long. Okay, so we've got a second AC slasher. How much money we got left? 40,000. Did grinders stack in GameCube PSO? I don't think so. I think it was one grinder would take one space in the inventory. I think that's a quality of life change on Affinia, because I don't even think it was like that on Sega Blue Burst. I could be wrong, but I think it's something that Affinia have added, which I'm very thankful for because storage is bad enough in PSO as it is. Okay, so I guess, yeah, I've got a little bit of time left, so we can maybe get a bit more money and just try and get a couple of bits of gear. I suppose the issue is, though, at the minute, is that we really don't have that much space, because we need to carry a lot of mates because of how hard the dungeons are. There's a lot of stuff we got that is kind of useful that we want to keep with us. But I don't know when I'm going to be able to deposit stuff again. So let's just check the stuff here and just see what we can actually do. Okay, so looking at this, it kind of looks like there's basically a few towns that are all at different axes of that original hub that we went to. So I'm assuming there's like different gear for different people in the towns. Storage is in Mortar only. I mean, I know we can technically go back to Mortar, but it's just a bit of a hassle going through all that dungeon again. Saying they've been spoiled explains why they're not stacking. Do you have a vague memory of people having grinder storage characters? Yeah, I mean, it was really bad. I remember having my storage just full of grinders and scape dolls. Scape dolls are still a problem, but you wish VisiFlow had storage access. Well, what we'll do for now then is let's try and head to the next town, just see what's there. So, I just wonder, is it worth keeping the Modget cap on? What's the stats like on it? So 168 defense, as opposed to 182, so it is a bit weaker than the titanium. So I guess we'll keep that on until we get to the next town. So I believe we just need to go back to... I think we're just back down here. Oh, these guys again. I don't like these. Let's use Nagash. I want to see how much damage it does. Anna. Firstly, you can just use the colour scarf. It would be really funny if you could use the magic cap to talk to things. That would be really funny. There's a little call back to Phantasy Star I. Let's see what normal attack's like on these. See how much damage it does. It missed, that's how much damage it did. Okay, so Amy, you can now just pop a rester on Anna, that'll do. And Kane, you can now go back to using Storm Gear. Yeah, I think they definitely have higher defense, these guys. They're manageable though. Storm Gear seems really good. Anna, please. Anna. Anna is definitely having a Huniwell moment. New level for Ken. I will just use... Yeah, let's just use a Rester on Rolf. That's fine. Rester on Rolf. So I believe now, I think we just go back down here. To this hellhole again. Now. So I think I just need to get back to like a central point. So I'm pretty sure. Downside with this part of the guide is you basically have to reverse your steps. A central point, like a central city or a central control area. Possibly. Or a central tower, you know? Because there's a box down there, which was for the 8000 Mazetta. Yeah, so this is the way we came. we have to go that way. And then I believe we go this way. It is not that way. Yeah, this is fairly nightmare fuel. Let's check that because that's a chute up. Okay, there was literally nothing there. So what's here? Okay, this is the room I need. Yeah, this is the spaceship. So we found our way back. It is not the easiest place to navigate this. So from here... I'm pretty sure this is the right place, so it appears to be from the map I'm looking at. So go up until there is a path that goes left. Yep. Go left and all the way down to a chute. Sorry, go left and all the way down and right to a chute. Go left and down. Got more orangas. Amy for your first turn, just get a quick heal off. These ones are not orange, no. That there is, you're mistaken them with that there is oranga and orangu. The orangu are orange. I'm guessing the oranga, maybe they're like still not ripe, you know? They need time to turn orange. Can you please stop hitting Anna? That'd be really appreciated. Scammed. Okay, Anna, you can now attack. These seem to have very, very low defense. They take a ton of damage. Maybe they take a lot of normal attack damage and don't take much magic damage, potentially. Nope, Anna leveled. That was weird. So that chute I was able to access from the side. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, there's like a mistake there where you can access it the wrong way for some reason. Okay, please tell me it's not too hard to find this place. There are 2 paths. Go up to get a chest. Is that tracer base? Tracker base? We'll never know. All I know is I don't trust it. I guess we'll find out how hard this is. That didn't do a great deal of damage. Please don't take me back to the prison. Does look a bit similar to the boss fight we had earlier. And just hit it very hard, that'll do. And Amy, just attack, why not? Actually no, Amy, you can actually heal Ruffle. I love how I've just started and just call him Ruffle naturally now. So getting quite a lot of health. You're going in, you just punch it to death. Could also be tractor base, yeah. Tractor base, tracker base. Who knows? Tracer base. Oh, Ruffle leveled. Okay, we have a box. Let's just get Amy to heal. I've always found it very weird in this game that when you go into the tech menu, it shows you everyone's HP and TP. But if you go to use like a trimate, it doesn't. I guess the reason is maybe so you can see how much TP people have got left. Or I just find it funny that when you go to use a mate, you can't see how much health everyone has. So, Garesta on... I mean, I guess. I think Anna's only got just over 100 health anyway, so maybe we'll just use Rester actually. Save a bit of TP. And then Ruffle can use one as well, actually. So Ruffle can Rester on Emmy. Yeah, what's in the box? 6,400 Mazada. Well, that helps going towards the gear that we're going to need, so I'll take that. Okay, now continue up. Thankfully, this doesn't seem as maze like so far. Garter boots. I would assume that's for Anna, given that she is a guardian. No, it says give them to Rolf. Okay. That actually makes sense though, because Rolf, I think, is still using... Yeah, Rolf is still using regular boots. There's been no upgrades for him yet, so that does kind of make sense. New Pokemon name. What? Garter boots. It's like the cursed evolution of Gardevoir or something. Okay, let's get those on Rolf. Rolf has actually really good stats now. Like 221 attack and 193 defense. Full confusion. Okay, so we've got the boots. Continue right. Oh, we've made it out again. It's kind of an interesting setup for this planet, though, that most of it is basically underground tunnels. Which honestly does feel kind of familiar to Phantasy Star 1, I guess, thinking about it. because there were a lot of tunnels in that game. So going northeast from here. Okay, I'm going to assume that again we can't talk to anyone, so let's check it. Is it more gibberish again? Gat dot mute banaput. Guess that answers that question. Rolf, if you could load Google Translate, that would be much appreciated. This looks familiar. It's going to be quite a lot of experience to level now. I love how translate only works if you do it out of sight of the townspeople. Yeah, you can't just put the hat on in town. You have to just wait a minute. I'll leave town, put my magic translation hat on, and then come back in. And obviously, from a game perspective, it makes sense because it's basically reloading the instance, I guess. But it is really funny to think about it from a practical standpoint. You just have to leave town to be able to put your translator on. Oh, my save file still exists. The other three are just corrupted beyond belief, but... I am going to adventure some more. I think they only want you to wear a silly hat. They know perfect English like Dern. Let's see what these guys have to say. This town is called Zosa. We are living in the town that the Palm people abandoned. I mean, my question at first is, why was it abandoned? We know there was like a gas leak from what we learned when we came here for the first time. But what caused the gas leak? I mean... Yeah, I mean, Mother Brain, probably, let's be fair. We know there is a Mother Brain influence over every planet, so it would make sense, I guess. Yeah, so we can now teleport back to Skewer or... I wonder if... Would Skewer, would that take you back to the teleport place where you first come in? I'm guessing it probably would. It's quite helpful, actually. I wonder if that would mitigate the need for me to redo the dungeon. Yeah, I'm wondering if it takes me back to the ship. Try it with save state. It is probably worth doing, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, save it. Cool. That makes things a lot easier. Now let's immediately load save state. Yeah, I can't remember if I checked in here just to register that I'd been. Yes, I have. Cool. Right, let's talk to some other people. Yeah, it's kind of a one-way thing, isn't it? You can teleport from the ship to the town, but not the other way around. So you still have to walk back from the ship. Although, could you use Ryuka? I think if you visit the data memory, doesn't that... Lurkers hit on this, but thank it to whoever gave the sub. I think it was probably Draken. I gave some subs earlier. Yeah, I can never remember how the teleport system in this works with Ryuka. Is it you teleport to the last place you saved at with data memory? Hey, you don't look familiar. Where are you from? Try it with save state. I guess, you know, we are experimenting a lot here, so let's try it. So first of all, I will just make sure I got the save done. The save still exists. I am going to adventure some more. Okay, so we've used the data memory there, so let's save it. Now let's try... If we teleport to... Skewer. And then can we use Ryuka from here? The only thing I'm thinking is it is inside, so it might not let us. Never mind. That makes things easy then. Gotta finish some work, thanks for the stream. Oh, no worries, Boink. Good to see you as well. Okay, so let's finish talking to these guys. There's a whole group of them here. Thank you for the 13-star rare drop. Much appreciated. It's best to live lazily with hunting like this. What do you even mean? It's best to live lazily with hunting like this. The reason the accident happened on the day of a solar eclipse was because the Palm people didn't pray. I'm sensing a kind of pro-religion, anti-technology vibe here. Despite the fact that you're selling things like laser cannons in the shops. The Palm people were afraid of poison gas, but it can't do anything to us. So is this... I could be wrong on this. Is this the place that we went to in Phantasy Star 1 where we had to get the gas shield? Or is it just happens to be another place that's affected by poison gas? Laser cannons are dope, even anti-tech loves them. Palm people were punished because they didn't take good care of the eclipse torch. The eclipse torch mentioned. Gas time was on Mortar, okay. So there was just two different places that happen to have gas problems. Okay, is anyone else? We've got such tough bodies. It's unbelievable. I like to imagine this guy is flexing as he did that. I guess Mother Brain cleared the gas on Mortar. Or maybe it's the garbage dump. Yeah, possibly. Did you have a Genesis back in the day? Yeah, I mean, they were called Mega Drives in the UK, but yeah, I had one back in the day, but I didn't have any of the Phantasy Star games. I got into them a lot later. Alright, let's see what we've got here then. So, what do we have for shields? This is going to be a very expensive part of the game, isn't it? What are Shun boots? Mega Drive gang. I really like the name Mega Drive, honestly. Yeah, I had a Mega Drive 2. So honestly, I got mine quite late. I can't remember when it was I got it, but I think it was definitely after Sonic the Hedgehog 2 had released. And I think Sonic and Knuckles had already released as well. So it was quite late on. Because he used to have Sonic and Knuckles, and then my friend had Sonic 2. And you could do that weird thing with the cartridge where you could like open the top of the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge and put the Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 cartridge in the top of it. And it would change how one of the games worked. It was very weird. It was really cool though. Okay, so what are we meant to buy from here? It says a Pulse Vulcan for Rudo, Laconian armor for Kane, and by Shia a pair of Shoom boots. I kind of feel like we are going to be grinding for a bit to afford all of this because this stuff is not cheap. Again, we just don't have space to carry a lot of this stuff. Although I guess now that we know we can go back to the ship quickly, I guess we can just go to the ship, go back to Palm. Not Palm. Let's not go back to Palm. That's probably not a good idea at the minute. And go back to Motor Haven. I guess we can drop stuff off there. So let's pick up the Shoom boots for now. And what else? So Laconian armor for Kane, which is the Laconianish. Still don't know why it's called that, but Broad Sonic and Knuckles. Remember connecting it with Sonic 3 when we rented it? Yeah, I never tried it with Sonic 3, but yeah, one of my friends had Sonic 2. I only had the first Sonic for some reason. I remember whenever we used to come over, we used to put Sonic 2 in the top of the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge, and I think it changed it to something like Sonic 2 and Knuckles. I don't remember exactly how it worked. I don't know if it let you use Knuckles in Sonic 2. It was very strange. It did, okay. And console games stack like Game Shark on 64. Best one was Knuckles and Sonic 3. Yeah, I mean, I did play Sonic 3, but I don't know why I never actually tried it with Sonic and Knuckles. You got Hyper Knuckles and Hyper Sonic. Right, what I'm going to do is let's try and buy the chess piece for Kane. Does anyone have any space to carry it? You can give a die mate to Rolf. Rolf can't carry any more. We are very full. So Amy can hold that. Allowed you to get double the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic would do a mid-air dash that flashed and killed everything in sight. I think it was a really cool idea that they actually managed to do it where, like, inserting a cartridge into another cartridge would actually affect the game. It's really cool. So I think Sega were quite innovative at the time, really. But not all of it worked well. I mean, you know, I think the 32X was very mixed from what I've heard. I never had one myself, but I don't even know what the Mega CD was like either, because again, I just never had that. I only had the base Mega Drive. So let's buy a Laconianish for Kane. So we are very poor now. Still got Sonic and Knuckles with the Mega Drive 2, it still works. Yeah, I don't have my Mega Drive anymore, unfortunately. It was one of these things where because I was still quite young, when I got a PlayStation, my mum was basically like, well, but you don't need the Mega Drive anymore because you've got the new one now. So she got rid of it. Which I remind her of daily. Ever play FromSoft games? The only FromSoft game I've played is a couple of the Armored Core games. I think I tried the first Dark Souls and got incredibly frustrated very quickly and dropped it very quick. People do keep trying me to get to play them, but yeah. That said, though, I am kind of interested in that new Elden Ring game, Night Rain. It just kind of sounds like an interesting idea. I don't know how well it'll work, but it looks at least interesting. Right, so what we'll do now is let's teleport to Skewer. Play 3 with friends. Okay, no one look at me while I'm here. I am not a criminal. Elden Ring's amazing, but if you didn't like the other games, you probably won't like that one either. I just find it very awkward to get used to. I imagine it's probably a game where if I kept trying, I'd probably be able to get into it. Okay, I mean, you know, I'm not against playing games like that, but yeah, I don't know. When I first played Dark Souls 1, I couldn't enjoy it. But it could just be because Dark Souls 1 is quite old now as well. I don't know. He says playing a game from 1989. Elden Ring is peak gameplay. I mean, I've got a few friends that have played it and they love it. I know it's like universally lauded, so I know it's not a bad game. Dark Souls 3 is much better for you than Dark Souls 1. The only things I ever hear about Dark Souls is that apparently Dark Souls 2 is the one not to play, but I don't know why. I know very little about the Dark Souls games, honestly. Right, let's see, have we got anything we can sell? So we can sell that laser slasher because we're not using it. You like Dark Souls 2? I'm not sure why it was so disliked. Is it because of the level designs or the enemies or something? Or 2 was made by another studio. Okay. So it's the Phantasy Star 3 of the Souls games then. Because from what I understand, I think Phantasy Star 3 was made by a different team to the others. Because I think, from what I understand, I think the team were working on a little game called Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, okay, that makes total sense actually. Yeah, so one team was making Dark Souls 2 while the main team was doing Bloodborne. Phantasy Star 3 is the Golden Axe team. Okay. I have very mixed opinions of Golden Axe. It's I think it's kind of fun to play with another person, but it is super irritating as well. I prefer playing things like Streets of Rage personally if I'm playing a side scroller. We can probably get rid of that fire slasher as well, actually, because I think we've got 2 AC slashers, haven't we? Yeah, we have. So we can get rid of that. So there's nothing else I can really get rid of on her for now. We can probably get rid of the escapipe, honestly. We have another one on Anna anyway, so we can get rid of that. Now that's really interesting though that 2 was made by a different team. Just different, as I understand. If you like 1 and 3, 2 will feel off. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I know the Souls games are generally loved. I think it's just I had a bad experience with Dark Souls 1. Although having said that, I had a bad experience with Phantasy Star 1 when I first played it, and now I love it, so you never know. Okay, we can get rid of the boots. I don't know if we can get rid of the gum yet. I don't know if we ever use it again. Phantasy Star 1 is very rough at the start, yeah. Yeah, when we first started playing the Switch, even on the Switch version, you know, I died right near the beginning of the game from one of the first enemies because I had the nerve to go into one of the forests. Yeah, I do. I love Phantasy Star 1 though. It does get really, really good. Let's just sell a couple of these. I realise this is not exactly riveting gameplay watching me sell stuff, but I kind of need to. So we're going to be equipping that Laconian-ish. I have no idea why that's called Laconian-ish. Why not just Laconium armor? I know they probably have to shorten it because of the text limit, but that makes no sense. We'll sell one trimate. So what, Amy, what have you got? Yeah, we can get rid of those. Amy's still using the laser knives actually, so we do need to upgrade her at some point as well. Well, she's using a staff and a knife. I think at some point maybe we should steal another fire staff, maybe. And yeah, we'll sell that. Ever play Luna? It was my favourite game as a kid. No, I've only just heard of that recently because I think... Isn't there a remake or something of it that's been announced or released fairly recently? But yeah, I'd never even heard of it until recently. They should have kept the hamburger translation from Monomate. You'd have a hamburger, a dub burger, and a tri-burger. Yeah, it's really funny, the burger thing. It was only done in the Western version as well. HD Luna collection is next month. Yeah, I never heard of it before that was announced. Okay, let's go to Sentinel Tower and drop some stuff off. If we can find it. Or a burger, a Whopper, and a Big Daddy burger. I still love the music when you come in the tower. It's so catchy. I have a feeling that the storage is almost full as well. Post on other games the cartridges that survive for me. Yeah, I mean, I still have, actually, I've got it here, actually. I still have my old, Pocket Game Boy with, original Pokemon Red cartridge. It still works, as far as I know. There's no batteries in it at the minute, so I can't check it, but... Last time I checked, it still worked absolutely fine. Which is odd because my Pokemon Gold cartridge has died completely. I think the battery's gone on it, so it doesn't save anymore. But red still works fine. You've got yellow. I also have that really cursed Game Boy camera as well. Check the truck. Yeah, you know, check around the truck and go around it 200 times until Mew shows up. Yeah, I remember all that from when I was at school. Okay, so... I don't think we need to drop any first stuff off yet. Yoso's fine as well. Moon and Star Mist, it could be pizzas since you share with others. You have a green Game Boy Color to go with a lime green DS Lite. I never had a DS, I totally skipped that gen. I basically went from a Game Boy. I think I borrowed my brother had a Game Boy Advance SP and I borrowed that for a little while. But yeah, I more or less skipped the entire Game Boy Advance and DS generations and then came back with 3DS. Yeah, Mist is actually a really good way to translate Atomizer because it kind of same thing, isn't it, really? Okay. Who were the Herzer boots for? I genuinely can't remember who they're for now. Let's see. They are for Amy. Why are they not equipped? So I'll deposit those for now. Well, that is a little bit better. I mean, we still probably have to make a couple of trips, I think, but that should work. Now, hopefully. So let's go up the roof. So I don't know if I have to be on Dizoris to be able to Ryuka. So, I mean, we'll fly to Dizor. So now if I use Ryuka from here. Good. We didn't completely screw ourselves. This guy is actually not a bank, by the way. In the Japanese version, the room is called Friend's Room. It's actually just Rov giving items for his friend at work to hold for him. Yeah, I noticed the storage capacity was really small. Just before the stream, I was depositing some stuff in there and I hit the limit. So I thought, oh, must not be much space in there. I guess the incentive is that if you're not using something, you probably sell it. Because to be fair, I suppose a lot of the stuff you can just rebuy anywhere. Right, so we're here. Let's look at those boots on Amy actually while I remember. What did they do to her stats? Because it didn't seem to really do much. So just equip the normal boots again. So that puts her at 45 agility, 138 defense. So they're actually the same defense, but they just give her a little bit more agility. I mean, she's still really slow. As a PSO player, small inventories should be familiar to you. To be honest, even the storage isn't enough in PSO. You know, 200 spaces. I fill that instantly. Actually, I mean, to be fair, even in NGS where you've got literally thousands of spaces potentially, I still fill most of my inventory in that and have to clean it out constantly because I'm lazy and just send things to my inventory all the time. I'll send things to my storage all the time. Anyway, I think we will probably end that one there for today. So I think we made some decent progress. You know, finished the last dam. I'm not going to say we beat another boss. We survived another boss. We had a massive accident on a satellite, literally destroyed a planet, and now we're here. So it's been eventful. So yeah, we will end that out for today. If you are watching the Phantasy Star II playthrough, this will come back next Wednesday. So I mentioned earlier, I'll just recap it again, just for anyone who wasn't here. Thank you for the refollow, Kilniath. I mentioned this near the start of the stream, but I am going to be scaling back my video uploads to one upload a week. It will be a members first upload, which will then go live to everyone else the following week. So there'll still be a weekly upload for everyone else. But I am scaling back the uploads just to make things a bit more manageable because it was starting to get a bit difficult to deal with. Streams will still stay as 2 streams a week for the time being, so it'll still be Wednesday streams and Sunday streams, and there'll still be the Discord event on Saturday as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed the stream, please consider liking, subscribing, join as a member. Thanks for all the new subs and everything in chat, and thanks for the gift subs as well, Jack. Much appreciated for those. And I will see you guys on Sunday. I totally forgot what day it was. I'm not senile, I promise. I will see you guys on Sunday for another stream. So yeah, see you then. Okay, I may be slightly senile.